I'm Brad Sugars here with Jay Levinson. Welcome, Jay.
Nice to be here, Brad.
It's fantastic to have you with us, and folks, thanks for joining us. As the chairman of ActionCOACH, I get to introduce some great programs to people across the world, and having the father of guerrilla marketing, I guess that's probably the best way to describe it. Now over 50 million books.
15 million.
15 million books in 46 languages, folks. Now, that's a pretty spectacular effort. Now, there's more than 50 books in total as well now.
Yes, 58 books in total.
Well, I thought with 14 I was doing pretty well, with 14 books in published. So I'm going to keep working. Now, Jay, one of the things that, the reason that I've got you here today is to discuss you're doing a new program, Guerrilla Marketing in Tough Times. There's obviously, with the economy being a little uncertain, obviously tough times are starting to hit some of the business people.
The uncertainty is turning into certainty of bad things to the people who don't know how to survive and prosper in these times. And yet, in every ugly economic situation, some people lose a fortune, but other people make a fortune, and the ones that make a fortune are the ones who know how to market during tough times.
Yeah, it's always been, I know as an investor, I look at it, I find that there's ways to make more money in the down cycle than there is in the up cycle. And in business, I see it time and time again where those who cut right back to doing nothing really struggle through the tough times. And yet those who, I guess, do the marketing do well.
That's the truth. During tough times, some people think, well, I'll cut back on my marketing to save money, which is like saying, in order to save time, I'll stop my watch.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work that way. Yeah. So why the guerrilla marketing during tough times? Why is it that that's something that you're putting together?
Everything I have ever created, Brad, was to solve a need and to respond to an existing ugly reality. People didn't know about the internet. We wrote books about the internet. Right now, these are tough economic times for a lot of people. I see and hear of people suffering, and like you, I pay a lot of attention to what's happening in the economy, and I don't think all the people who are depressed have to be that way.
No. I suppose I was lucky. I started my business in a recession.
And I wrote my first book during a recession.
Wow.
We were both responding to the times with the right answers. And so that's not a matter of luck. It's a matter of, I think, our own sensitivity to helping people when they really need it.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way. It's very much so. So now you've partnered up to do this with Mitch Meyerson, who's been with you for quite some time.
Yes, he's been working with us for 12 years.
So most people won't know of Mitch. So give us a bit of Mitch's background and why it is important to have Mitch working with you on this project.
Well, Mitch is the founder of our Guerrilla Marketing coaching program. He certifies coaches, and he has a background in psychology.
Right.
And his advanced degree in psychology makes him extremely well positioned to know what people's impediments are and how to get them to surmount those things.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's a superb coach. He's a good speaker, and he knows his beans, especially about the internet. So he's a perfect partner on a project such as guerrilla marketing during tough times.
Yeah, it's interesting when we look at the tough times. You can be in one audience and there'll be two people, both in the real estate business, one doing extremely well and other doing extremely poorly. Obviously, attitude has a fair bit to do that, but taking action has a lot to do with it as well.
Taking action has everything to do with it. Some people have a knee-jerk response to an ugly economic situation. They think I should stop doing everything.
Yeah, no, it doesn't quite work that way, does it? So, what sort of things are you going to be covering during the course? Because it's an 8-week program.
Yes, so we're going to be talking about some basic truths, such as one of the ways to increase your profits during tough times is to enlarge the size of each transaction. Another way is to aim to have more transactions with existing customers every year, every sales cycle. Still another way is the realization that every person who you are working with is the center of a network. So that means they have a lot of referral power. So you lean on that referral power that they have.
Yeah.
Those things don't cost any money, but they allow you to be an aggressive guerrilla marketer.
Yeah, a lot of, and there's always a lot of synergy, Jay. That's why I like working together with you, because what we teach at Action Coach and what you do with guerrilla marketing, there's so much synergy between the two. I think people, if they're clients of coaches or coaches themselves, will find a lot of motivation, inspiration during the 8-week course of things that they already know they should be doing, also they'll be reminded of.
Exactly. It's not enough to just know the information. The real key is in doing something about it. And what you bring to the party is you show them how to do it and what to do, because they don't have a clue in many cases about that, and it's just not enough to have a head full of information. As we both know, marketing and succeeding in business, it's not a spectator sport.
Very true. So coaches, one of the things that the reason I'm here with Jay is to get both you and your clients on board with this. Not just you, but your clients as well, because I think it's a very important aspect for it. Now, Jay's running the program from March to May. It's March 25 to March 13 in 2008.
May 13.
Sorry, May 13. Thank you for correcting me there, Jay. It's 8 Tuesdays, so it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And by doing it, it's only a $997 US program. So I think it's a very good program for many of you people that come on board. Jay, one of the things I know about business owners is that the more we can educate them, obviously, the better they succeed.
Yes, but as we both know, education is just part of it. The other part is action, and that's what you are such a specialist in.
Yeah, so who do you think is going to benefit most by this program then?
I think small business owners, but I also think medium and large size business owners are going to benefit. I think anybody who feels that these are bad times is going to benefit, because, as you and I discussed, these are not bad times.
Yeah.
They appear on the surface to be bad times, but for the people who have the savvy and the people who have the information, which we'll be imparting in our 8-week course, they're not going to have any hesitation. They're going to feel a sense of optimism.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that I've always said is that the market follows cycles. And I always use the seasons, because we've been through an economic summer. We're currently at the end of economic fall. The markets are falling, the sky's falling, if you believe so many people. We're going to go through winter. And obviously a lot of what you deal with is how to deal with that economic winter and get yourself ready for the spring that will come. Who knows when spring will come? It depends. We have to watch the groundhog to see if spring will come early. I think here in the U.S. we know what the groundhog is. It's called November this year when the elections happen. But we got to get through that period of time, and that's why this is so important.
That's the truth. This is so important for the people who feel that during these bad times they shouldn't be doing anything, when just the reverse is true. This is the time, that's a golden opportunity for the people who sense the gold at the end of this opportunity.
Thank you, Jay. Jay, hey, thanks very much. Coaches, make sure you get yourself on the program, get as many of your clients on the program as you can. I look forward to hearing the results from all of you. I'll make sure I'm listening into all of them. Have a great day. Thanks, Jay, for being with us.
Thank you for asking such bright, provocative questions.
Thanks, Jay.